Let's go, girl. Get up. Whoa, whoa! Hello?
Come in. You don't sound very well.
I'm not. I think I'm dying.
And I hope you find peace.
I don't know too much about peace.
Apparently not. Did you have fun with my son, the impetuous prince? I believe you went on a raid with him.
I'm sorry.
I suppose I lack the grandeur of a conventional king.
I don't know too many kings.
Colonel Favors, he has already exacted some measure of revenge for the raid. 2 women were assaulted by his men.
I'm very sorry about all of this.
Yes. Sometimes the correct path, the bravest path, is the least obvious and also the gentlest. I'm a great disappointment to my son.
Your son seems to want a war.
My son thinks there is glory in death. Maybe he's right, but for me, I saw death being handed out so freely by the most foolish of men, I never could equate it with victory. Glory has come in service. Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know.
I've killed a lot of people for a whole lot of dumb reasons, and I ain't never seen much glory in it.
Well, your friend, Mr. Vanderlyn, he talks a lot. I don't know him, but my son is easily led.
I'm not sure I get you.
Well, perhaps we could go for a ride. I'm an old man. My whole life I have tried to bring peace.
But I ain't doing so good.
Then maybe you can take pity on my plight. Please, it won't take long. And maybe I can help you with that cough.
Sir! I'm glad I caught you, sir.
Captain Monroe, do you know my friend, Mr. Morgan?
No, sir. I don't have the pleasure.
Arthur Morgan.
It's an honor, sir.
How can I help you, Captain?
I was just in Saint Denis. I spoke with the mayor. It's not good news, I'm afraid. May I ride with you for a little?
Of course. Follow me.
So where are we going?
I want to show you a site up in the mountains that's long been sacred to me. A place for reflection and healing. Yeah. latest news, Captain Monroe?
Yes, sir. As I mentioned, I did speak again with the mayor and the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Saint Denis at length, but regrettably, it appears the oil company has already received approval to move forward with drilling on the reservation's land.
I supposed as much. So what does that mean for us now?
I'm not sure just yet. I didn't get the impression anything would be happening for a few months. I'm very sorry, sir. I did everything I could.
I know, Captain.
And I assure you I will continue to do as much as I can. Mr. Morgan, would you have time to help me at all? I would rather certain actions were taken by friends outside the tribe.
Sure, I can help.
That's good news. Thank you. Come meet me on the reservation whenever you can. Any assistance would be much appreciated, Mr. Morgan. Anyway, gentlemen, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you both soon.
Sure.
Thank you, Captain.
Enjoy the ride.
See? What's left of that bridge over there? I heard about it being destroyed. Do you know if that was also my son's doing?
No, I'm pretty sure he had nothing to do with that one.
Well, I fear they will find a way to blame it on us anyway. We'll continue on this way. I'm going to look for some herbs to give you. See the wolves over there feasting on that horse? Brutality and beauty are both all around us. Yet so often we're unable to see past our own grievances. This is what I try to teach my son.
Yeah! Go on, get out of here!
Good. There was no need to harm them.
Ha!
You can talk if you want, Mr. Morgan. But don't feel like you have to. It's a beautiful ride ahead if you need some time to think.
How much you know about Dutch?
A little. Mostly what Charles told me.
For years. He was the best man I knew.
Sorry, hold up a moment. That'll have to wait. Some of the plants I need will be growing down here. This is what I was looking for. English mace. Okay, let's continue.
I ain't sure there's any going back at this point.
It took a long time for me to learn that you could never change a person. We only become more who we really are. Perhaps you see that with him, just as I see it with my son.
Dutch has got this crazy plan that if we create enough noise and chaos, we'll be able to escape and go somewhere far away where no one finds us. And I worry a lot of folks are gonna get caught in the crossfire, including eagle flies.
So what can we do?
I ain't quite sure. Just wanted you to know the situation.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Let me give this some thought.
You know, I had a son once, years ago. Don't talk about him much.
Oh, what was his name?
Isaac. His mother, Eliza, was a waitress I met. When she got pregnant, she knew who I was.
Wait, stop here. I want to pick some to sing. We can talk more about this later. This will combine well. Wait there. I'll put these in your saddlebag. Mix these together. It tastes awful, but it'll help to keep your strength up. All right, let's go. It's not much further now. So you were saying?
When she got pregnant, she knew who I was, what my life was. I didn't want to promise nothing I couldn't keep, but I said I'd do right by them. Every few months, I'd stop by there for a few days. He was such a good kid. She was too, I guess. Just a kid, 19.
What happened?
I got there one day and saw 2 crosses outside. I knew right away. Turned out some bastards had come through. Robbed them. Shot them dead. And offered $10. Pardon me. Feeling that kind of pain. But I know now that you don't get to live a bad life and have good things happen to you.
I think you're being hard on yourself.
Maybe. All I can do now is try and make some things right. I appreciate the herbs, but I think it's gonna take more than that. I saw a doctor. He says I'm in a pretty bad way.
I'm sorry to hear that.
This situation we're in, me, Dutch, and the others, I don't know how long I got, but some of them, they still got a chance to have a life. I just think if I could give them that, then maybe this ain't all for nothing.
I think there is much you can still do, Mr. Morgan. It's just up ahead. What's happened? No! It can't be. No! They destroyed everything! No, I need to find the trooper. Who would do this?
Someone who wanted to enrage you.
Let me look around, please. The Chanupa is gone.
Of course. What is it?
A ceremonial pipe. There must be some clues to what happened here.
There's some logs here they must have used as kindling.
I cannot believe this.
There's some whiskey here.
Okay, let's continue on. More over here. Over here.
Sure looks like they was doing some drinking.
An empty bottle of whiskey.
Well, if they drank all that, they couldn't have gotten too far.
Yeah, well, still no sign of the Chanupa.
Great. Whiskey. Bastards are having a party up here.
Mr. Morgan, there's someone down there. Do you have any binoculars? Oh, there they are. These brave men. Some of Colonel Favors' men. They must have been the ones who did this.
Are you surprised this happened?
Not at all. But I hope we were past this.
You got land they want. Land with oil.
They moved here. They've taken everything we had. I signed 3 treaties myself, and they broke each one. Now they've taken the last hope. If you could do this for me, I would very much appreciate it. Yeah!
I know. Who wants stuff like them? Who cares? My uncle married an Indian anyway. She seemed nice enough.
An Indian?
Sure looked like one. I'm up near the Canadian border someplace.
Canada? They got Indians in Canada.
Tons of them. French folk, too.
Is France near Canada then?
No. France is near... It's near France. Well, it's in France. Indians is from here.
Where are you from?
Me? I'm Polish. From Milwaukee.
Huh? Something's over here. We got an intruder.
Go to hell!
What's that? Stop it!
Start praying while you have hands.
Here. I got your things, I think.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm very sorry about this.
Even sacred things are only things. People, art, matter more. Was anyone hurt?
Yes.
It's a bad business. I should not have let you do this for me, but perhaps it will stop a bigger massacre. With these, maybe I can calm my people. Me, I can calm my son.
I hope so.
Thank you. Take those herbs I give you, please. And most of all, I hope you can find peace with yourself.
He's a man who, not so long ago, I would have found weak and pathetic. Now I see as wise and thoughtful and sensible. I would love to help him, or at least stop Dutch pushing his son to do something real stupid. Easy now. Come on, girl. Yeah! easy. Ah! Whoa, easy. Oh, girl, just give me a second. Okay, my girl.
What are folks about? You all right, girl?
Mr. Morgan!
Hello. Here I am, as promised.
Captain Monroe.
Of course.
Chief's going out trying to find medications. It's quite a business.
Yes. Thought we were through with all this.
We are, mostly. Colonel Favors seems to think the natives have broken some promise they never made, and apparently he's punishing them by withholding vaccines sent down by the federal government.
Really?
I was supposed to oversee the administration of vaccines. Now I hear wagon's been diverted.
Why would he do such a thing?
To be honest, I truly don't know. They say he didn't have a very good war, so maybe he's trying to start another one.
Is that what you think?
I'm trying to find out. He knows I'm trying to find out. He'd love to provoke me almost as much as love to provoke these poor bastards.
Meaning?
Meaning that despite the fact that I think he's a horse's ass, he knows I think that. So we're just stuck here trying to make the best of things.
This is the best thing. Children dying of diseases.
No. This is awful.
Where is this thing? Where can we find it?
I can show you. Supposed to be heading to Wapiti after coming up through Valentine, but it's been diverted south instead.
Come on, Captain Monroe.
Mr. Morgan, we must act with due caution.
Oh, we shall. We surely shall. Now come.
Okay. I think I know a spot where we should be able to intercept it.
Lead the way, Captain. So, this Colonel Faith, he knows you're up here helping these people?
Yes and no. He knows I'm here to I think my presence might be making things worse.
What do you mean?
I worry he's taking some of his actions more to protect himself now. He can incite more retaliation, and he can prove a stronger defense.
Well, like destroying that tribe.
Yes, and taking their horses. I mean, I don't know if he personally sanctioned any of this or not. Is the other problem. There's a culture now in his regiment. The rot has traveled down the trunk.
Okay. Well, just show me where to find this wagon, and I'll get the medicine for it. You don't need to be involved.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. But I must ask you, please be discreet. We really cannot afford more conflict. I'm still hoping a meeting can be arranged between Rains Falls and Colonel Favors.
I understand. So I should drop wagon back at the reservation?
Oh, no. You only need to commandeer the back seat. Stealing those and an wagon will only make matters much worse.
Okay.
You know, Favors has many flaws, but I don't believe he's callous. More an insecure man at the end of his career trying to cling on to something that's already gone. He fought for the Union in the war, and his record was considered far from illustrious. A failed man is often the most dangerous. This is the spot I was thinking of. Let's go up this way.
Sure.
There's a nice vantage point up at the top here. Easy! Okay, let's dismount here. Best leave the horse back a bit. We'll have a good view over the road from this ledge. The wagon should come along the way.
Okay.
You're a good man, Mr. Morgan, but I fear this task to be a fool's errand.
Firstly, I'm a long way from a man. Secondly, fool's errands are my favorite kind of work.
Fair enough. In that case, I can see we shall be great friends.
May I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why don't you just tell all the folk up in Washington what kind of idiot Colonel Favors is, and save us all a lot of bother?
Unfortunately, the government doesn't work quite like that.
If you say so.
There. Think that's the wagon.
All right. Get yourself out of here.
Just remember to keep it clean, understand me?
Don't worry, I'm as clean as they come. Not all I do is clean.
Well, good luck.
I'll meet you back at the reservation.
Trying to get yourself killed, Mr. Morgan.
No, I can't promise. Hey there, girl. Yep. Now, come on.
Put that down right now. We'll fire after you.
Captain Monroe, I got the mission.
Oh, wonderful. That's great news, Miss Morgan.
Yeah, no, don't worry. It didn't go too bad.
I'll have to take your word for that. We both swing for this.
Well, I think I'm a little past caring about Hank Monroe.
Maybe. I just hope Colonel Favors thinks he was robbed by bandits and not...
Oh, no, I'm still a bandit. There ain't no doubt about that.
Of course. Well, I better get to work. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Bandit or not, this was a good thing. Maybe it'll get us both killed, but it had to be done.
I hope so. Girl. Easy. Have this, girl. Look out! Yep. some medicine. Better than nothing.
That won't help. Look at me. I'm bleeding out. Can't hold. I can't.
Okay, girl. Here. Back.
Who's there?
Has anyone seen Kane? Where's Kane? Miss Grimshaw, have you seen Kane?
Oh, no, son, sorry I haven't. I'm sure he'll turn up, though. He's a wanderer.
I'm really worried. Kane! Come on! Kane! Kane!
Josiah?
I was,
Leaving again?
yes, just leaving. See you soon.
Perhaps.
What do you mean?
Well, if I was you, I'd disappear too. This is all pretty much over.
I'll be back.
No, you won't. Let's not pretend no more. Get out of here.
I'll miss you, Arthur. You've been a fine friend to me.
No, let's not get over sentimental. Well, the place is quiet. Get out of here. You go with my blessing.
Thank you, Arthur.
Found a friend looking for you.
Mr. Morton,
Sir,
how are you?
a little better.
I hope so.
How can I help you?
I'm sorry to impose on you again, but I believe I made progress brokering peace.
Have?
I believe so. Colonel Favors has agreed to a meeting to discuss and maybe resolve his alleged grievances and mine. Now, he has lied to me more times than I care to remember, but maybe this time he just want peace. Why could he possibly want to humiliate us further?
We got word of his kind, but they're colloquial.
Perhaps I could make one last request. My men are not allowed to carry arms.
You want us to keep the peace?
Yeah, it'll be a lot of dull talking and ceremony. But I feel with some non-tribe members present, their chances of lying or worse will be reduced.
Will you, Arthur?
It ain't my business.
No, I know. But it is mine. For me?
Charles,
I've saved your life. Do it for me.
Sure. Come on. You owe this man. You should have him do your negotiations.
Let's go.
Thank you for doing this, both of you. You have already done so much.
Ain't a problem. Just so nobody recognizes me. I had a few run-ins with the army recently.
I wish we could have done more to control the situation. Dutch should not have gotten involved.
My son has a mind of his own. Too much so, in fact. I just hope Colonel Favors can be reasoned with. I am not asking for very much. But when our people are sick and hungry, and we find our medicine and supplies are being deliberately withheld, how can we not view that as something personal? They destroy our sacred sites. How can I convince Eagle Flies and the others that they shouldn't fight back?
Maybe that's part of the reason they're doing these things. Because they want you to fight. Be able to say, look, you see how these savages behave?
Perhaps. Thank you for helping Captain Monroe to retrieve those vaccines, Arthur. He will be at the meeting, and as one person who knows the true situation, at least, I still have hope that we can come to an agreement. Here we are. There's my man up ahead. Hello. Whoa! Yeah! Wichashikila na kula wichiampi. Hiumpo unyapi ktelo. This way. Colonel Favors, Captain Monroe, we come in peace.
Hello again. Who are these?
They're friends of my people.
Interesting looking fellows.
Yeah, they won't cause any trouble.
Well, I should hope not. Mr.
Chief.
Yes, Mr. I can't say that silly name. What is it?
In English, they call me Rainfall.
Yes, I'm sure they do. Listen, we're all Americans here, and we want an outcome. But quite frankly, I'm confused. Your men are little more than criminals, in my opinion. Keep breaking peace treaties we've made, causing disturbances in everybody's lives. But I pride myself on being a gentleman. Really, I do. But there are limits. So, let me be very... Are you okay, man? Someone. Jackson, take him away. Where was I?
You're a gentleman with limits?
Are you being facetious, sir?
Come this way, buddy.
I said, are you being facetious, Captain Monroe?
No, sir, I am not.
Chief Rains.
That's Rains' fault.
Exactly. Chief Rains, the thing
It's quite a cough.
federal government.
Sure.
That I handle
Wait here.
the situation.
I'll fetch you some water.
I'll be fine. Thank you.
No. You know he's going to have Monroe court-martialed. Or attempt to. He's going to disgrace him.
Monroe? Seems likable enough for a West Pointer. Why?
You know what Fivers is like. Because he thinks it's right. Because he thinks Monroe is a patsy. Or a spy. He's convinced he had something to do with those vaccines getting stolen. He thinks Monroe is going to force him into making a concession with the Indians. So he removes Monroe.
Removes how?
Favors wants him tried for treason and hanged.
Why does Favors care about the Indians?
Because he doesn't want to back down. His whole professional life. You know what they say about him. Hightail Favors. The man who missed a battle.
Poor Monroe. Kinda liked him.
I know. Well, still, he's kind of stuck up.
Your men violated the treaty. That treaty is null and void. I've been appointed to negotiate.
Feeling better?
Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
The lands you currently occupy belong to the United States government. Why is this so confusing, sir? Why?
Good day, Colonel Favors.
Well, that was remarkably unproductive.
So,
I'm afraid the federal government was quite clear, Colonel, that it wanted peace, and peace for all, and that the treaty had not been broken by anybody.
Oh, is that so, sir? And did it want impudence, sir, from a junior officer in public? Was that its plan too, sir? You insult me. You insult the regiment. Arrest this man.
Arrest me?
Gross insubordination. Disobeying an order. Treason.
Are you mad?
You had those vaccines stolen. You disrupted a negotiation.
let him go.
This is all getting out of hand.
Aye.
Captain Monroe, let's get out of here.
Aye.
If I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut, amigo. I don't want to kill the man, but shall me. Charles, Captain Monroe, mount up now. We're getting out of here.
Get out of here. Come on. Don't be dumb. Let him go.
I'll kill you.
Open fire on me.
This way.
You're a disgrace to your country.
Let's go. Captain Monroe, you're with me. Let's go. Hop on, Captain. We sure as hell don't want to hang around here.
What do we do now?
Get out of here. Fast. We'll take you to the station.
I can't believe that just happened. I've been an army man my whole life.
I heard them talking. They was gonna have you hanged for treason. You can't die for those fools.
And what about the chief?
We'll do what we can.
I guess I won't be submitting my report.
I wouldn't think so. Get out of here, Captain Monroe.
I fear it may be Mr. Monroe from now on.
I'm sorry about your career. Here. Here's some money. You take it and get out of here and start a new life somewhere. I hear Tahiti's nice.
Thank you.
Just hop on a train to Saint Denis, jump on a boat, but avoid Guam.
Where?
Forget about it.
Meet you back at camp.
Mr. Morgan, are you okay?
Well, never better. What are you doing here?
I'm on my way down to Mexico. They finally sent me on a mission. Brother Dorkins is very jealous. What's wrong?
I'm dying, sister.
Okay.
Yeah, I got TB. I got it. Beating a man to death for a few bucks. I've lived a bad life, sister.
We've all lived bad lives, Mr. Morgan. We all sin. But I know you.
You don't know me.
Forgive me, but that's the problem. You don't know you.
What do you mean?
I don't know, but whenever we happen to meet, you're always helping people and smiling.
I had a son. He passed away. I had a girl who loved me. I threw that away. My mama died when I was a kid. And my daddy, well, I watched him die. And it weren't soon enough.
My husband died a long time ago. Life is full of pain. But there is also love and beauty.
What am I gonna do now?
Be grateful that for the first time, you see your life clearly.
Sure.
Perhaps you help somebody. Helping makes you really happy.
But I still don't believe in nothing.
Often, neither do I. But then I meet someone like you, and everything makes sense.
You're too smart for me, sister. I guess I'm afraid.
There is nothing to be afraid of, Mr. Morgan. Take a gamble that love exists and do a loving act.
All aboard!
I shall try.
I know you will. Goodbye, Mr. Morgan. Goodbye.
Sister?
Help me! My horse died and I'm stuck here. You gotta help me, mister.
Sorry, partner. Good luck.
Come on, mister. It won't take long.
I told you I can.
How about we skip the small talk, eh?
Nice try. You okay?
Help!
You sick, partner?
It's in me. They're in me.
You're not well, friend.
Butcher's Creek. Butcher's Creek.
Where?
Butcher's Creek.
Is that where you're from?
Butcher's Creek.
You want me to take you back, or...
They're in me.
Come on, let me get you home.
Oh, Butcher's Creek.
You good, girl?
Butcher's Creek.
You found a mule. Oh, come here.
Yeah, he was in some distress. Yeah, he seems calm now. I found him in the woods.
Well, Lemuel, sweet Lemuel, so nice, man, such a good man. Come here, come on, get up here, help you up. Since the troubles began, he's the same.
It's in me.
Why is he looking at me funny?
No, he's not well. It's the darkness. He said it's the darkness.
Who says it's the darkness?
Well, the village is. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for. Please, you're not well.
You got anything for me?
Oh, yeah. Of course, sir. Love and friendship in the darkness. Well, sir, there. Obadiah, that's me.
Yeah.
Love and friendship and love. We're not a rich village, sir, but with love, rich. We thank you.
Okay.
know you've been plenty of people grief around here.
Mr. Morgan.
You still here?
Yes. Mama can't leave. Won't leave. I don't know. I said I had the money. She said her money weren't moral. She said it'd be better to die than to take it.
Maybe she's right. I don't know. I don't know anything about morals.
She's still heading out. Working, you know?
I'm sorry, son. Sorry about all of it.
She ain't been back for a few hours. It was some fellow down the railway tracks. I did not like to him.
Which way you say?
That way. Around the woods towards Willard's Rest.
I'll see what I can do.
Come on, me.
Yep. Easy there. Okay, my girl. Yep. Easy. Whoa. Giddy up. Easy now. Yeah. Slow up now.
dearie. Been to jail, but...
That's enough now. You're starting to scare me, let alone poor woman. Clear off.
Who are you?
Someone who don't want to hear no more of your nasty mouth. Push me. Put a bullet in you.
I presume Archie sent you?
I said clear off before I deal with you.
I'll see you again, dearie.
Listen to me. Excuse me.
You sound like my husband.
No. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what happened. I was, and I'm suffering for my foolishness, but don't go and get yourself killed because of your pride. You have a son, Mrs. Downs.
I'm just so ashamed.
Ashamed? What? You loved him? You did everything for him. Let's get you home.
All right. Let's go.
I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Stop saying sorry. So don't bring Thomas back.
I know.
Oh, you're sick now, too? And you think that affords you the opportunity for penance, cutting his time short?
No, I ain't looking for that.
Okay, then. So just forget about me and the guilt you're carrying, because no good can come of that for either of us. All you can do now is to hide the man you want to be the time you have left. Help someone who can still be helped. Or help yourself.
I suppose you're right.
Oh, hang yourself for all I care.
You're right to dislike me. Archie should be waiting for us just up ahead.
Mama!
Oh, you silly boy. Oh, Archie, we do.
Get out of here. Go live someplace else. Start over. Here, take this. I don't get no more.
I don't want your money.
Yeah, I know you don't want it.
I don't.
Sure as shit need it. Take it. I ain't looking for forgiveness. It ain't about that. But don't forgive. Just take the money and get out of here. Please. I know I ruined your life. I suffer for it every day. But don't let yourself get killed for pride. I've seen it kill too many folk. Don't say anything. Don't thank me. Just take the money and pack your bags. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Don't thank me. Get out of here. Please.
there.
How you feeling, ma'am?
Much better than I felt in a long time. If we hadn't caught that rabbit, I don't think I'd have made it another day.
Well, you look better.
Better and determined, thanks to you. And if I hadn't learned to hunt, I figured it was time I learned how to use Cat's gun properly.
How's that working out?
Well, let's just say my prey is looking decidedly unscathed. But the end of labor is to gain leisure. Is that not what Aristotle said?
Well, I don't know much about Aristotle, but I know a thing or two about shooting a gun. Look, you gotta hold steady and firm. You just focus, breathe slowly, and always pull the trigger on empty lungs. Here, I'll show you. Okay. Calm and steady. Don't snatch at the trigger.
Oh, dear. What happened there? Well, even you struggle sometimes. Maybe I shouldn't feel so hard on myself.
All right. You try now. Remember to breathe.
Wait to breathe out. Wait to breathe out. Would you look at that? I haven't hit one that close all day.
Not bad. Focus on the inhale. Shoot on the exhale. My turn. I'll shoot a few more this time.
Wretched rat is back. Over there, you see? It's been a thorn on my side ever since we moved here. Kill it, please. Go away. I told you it was fast. Anyway, my turn. Come on. What can I say? Thank you. I still have some of the rabbit left that I salted up. Would you join me for a minute? It's the least I can do. Go ahead. Sit at the table. Food is just about done. Well, it's good and hot. I hope you enjoy it. You helped me to catch it, after all. Bon appetit.
Huh?
Please enjoy. And thank you again for everything. I really am grateful.
It was nothing.
You're a good man.
No, you don't really know me.
I know enough. There's always more to find ourselves. You helped me to see that. My husband, Hal, was such an optimist. I found that to be very contagious. There's a fine line between optimism and naivete. We were both born with a silver spoon. Banquets, butlers, valets.
Sounds terrible.
It was just so many people, so many things. I was lost in it. I was crushed by it. My father was very overbearing. Then we came out here and I got crushed by this. You know, I pictured myself picking fresh vegetables, sipping homemade wine, writing a great great novel. But I turned out to be a far more pathetic anti-heroine than any I could ever end.
Oh, well. I reckon you're gonna be just fine.
Are you all right? Can I get you some water?
No, I'm fine. I just, Yeah, thank you for this. I think it's best if I make...
Stay right there. It's gonna be okay. My dear Arthur, I have gone out hunting. Not a phrase I thought any pen of mine would ever ink, but nonetheless one I am very proud to finally be able to write. I am so very grateful to you for all the help and encouragement you've given me. There is some money in a box on the nightstand. Please take it. I have far more than I need back in the city, and I'd like you to have it. Please take care, and remain true to the man I know you are.
a blind man.
Okay, sure.
Be warned, sir. Do not slumber too deeply, for the man with no nose is coming for you.
All right. Well, I'll have to take your word for it. Yep.
Don't you worry about me.
There you are. Here I am. Come on, let's go. Let's go where? And why are you so riled up? Today is a great day, or today is the day they are going to hang Colm O'Driscoll. That's so.
Rather they hang him or shoot him.
Oh, they are going to hang him.
Yeah, and not before time.
That boy's been on the gallows more than most. I wouldn't count anything until his neck's broke. Well, nor would I. Which is why, despite us being wanted men, we're going to end the event ourselves. And follow on to the scaffold? Well, let's hope not. If I could see that son of a bitch breathe his last, I think I'd die a happy man. We are going to disguise ourselves. In this? In this.
Okay.
Come on. Well, don't we just look the part? We'll cut through the alley to get to the gallows. We keep our weapons holstered, our disguises on, and our wits about us. Mrs. Adder, might I say, being a fancy woman of Saint Denis suits you.
I'd dress up like the Queen of Sheba if it meant seeing that son of a bitch swing.
Colm hung me up, nearly butchered me. That don't mean I'm comfortable in this woolen coat.
You made it out of that predicament, as I remember, Mr. Morgan. My husband weren't so lucky.
You lost your husband. I lost my darling Annabelle. That poor boy Kira. We've all lost something because of Colm. And that is why we will shepherd him to eternity.
Amen to that.
Now keep those fingers on those triggers, because we'll need cool heads and calm disposition to see this done. Practice what you preach, brother. Whatever do you mean? Are you gonna keep your cool? Really? When you seem to lose it all so often now. This doubting and questioning of yours, I miss the old Arthur. Don't we all?
You two quit it. Y'all got a job to do, and we're all in rough agreement about how we're doing it. As far as I can tell.
Exactly. We'll get it done, all right.
All right, then. Come on. We got a hanging to witness.
Look here. Don't the public love an execution? Hey. All right. Good. Now, you see that pair of assholes? Sure. They're Colm's boys. Yes, I think so. What a surprise. I'm glad we're here. What are they pointing at? I don't know. We gotta follow them and find out. Yeah. Oh, here comes somebody. Stay here. Don't do nothing. Go brush that horse, officer.
Yes, sir.
The crook came to see a show. We don't want to disappoint them. I guess they did miss their chance to see Johnson by his neck. Hey, you know I wasn't going to let it come to that. I guess I don't know what I know no more. And I guess this isn't the time to question either my decisions or yours. Here and now, Colm Driscoll's going to get his due. He's turned down there. Let's go. Quiet.
What's like? Bunch of cops.
How many?
Enough. So what do you think?
Paul's up on the roof. If he starts shooting, we have to have our wits about us and move fast.
Yeah. I guess we faced worse than this before.
Sure. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
They got a guy up on the roof overlooking the gallows. Find a way up there. Onto one of these verandas. Through a building, maybe. Get him. Do it silently. Well, obviously I'm gonna do it silently. I want to see this bastard swing. Oh, Arthur. He's the ladder. No way up to the roof and stop him. I'll go back to Mrs. Heller. Where's this shooter at? Well, come. There goes your escape plan.
Yet justice itself can at times be barbaric. For sometimes a man is so savage, the only way to deal with him justly is by savagery. Colm O'Driscoll is one such man. He has murdered, tortured, robbed, stolen, raped, and abused for a decade across 5 states, seemingly with impunity. Today, justice catches up with him.
As well you may. I've been a bad man.
Silence!
These charges...
This is not a court where you shall be tried. This is a place where your sentence is to be carried out. And your sentence, Colm O'Driscoll, is that you are to be hanged by the neck until you are dead. This is not a task we take lightly. It is not a task we enjoy. But it is a task we must carry out if our civilization is to prosper. Gentlemen, are we ready? Colm O'Driscoll, may God, in his infinite wisdom, have mercy upon your soul. Whenever you are ready.
I know how it feels to watch somebody you love die. You ruined my life!
We saw the bastard hang okay, but the whole thing ain't gonna save us.
That's one less thing to worry about.
I guess compared to the entire government, in the end, Colm O'Driscoll didn't seem like such a worry.
A letter came for you.
Oh, okay.
I know it's from that Mary.
Mary?
She ain't worth it, Arthur.
Who is?
My dear Arthur, you never shut up. And now, after looking at the newspapers, I understand why. I don't imagine you'll receive this letter, but I nonetheless must send Arthur. Oh, Arthur. I was just starting to dream this